Good morning, Ken at Tortoise Capital. Morning 4 of the live trading workshop. We're going to do a morning review, 90 minutes into the session, featuring a lot of the visual box trading technique and also evaluating opportunities for the rest of the morning. So Alcoa, visual box entry, 1, 2, 3, cover, short, second position cover, owl long, managing the stop. Need to move this up to about here. Looking good. Apple, not much. AMD, I think you go short if it breaks below. Well, I be short now. And stop and reverse at the dragon hump. Preserve, consider short to the VWAP and the 200. Missed Boeing, darn. Caterpillar, hybrid frog would have dominated. It's at fair value. Preserve. Cliff, I need to be short as soon as I get done with this. Campbell Soup. I want to instantly go long, so I'm going to stalk this one. Hope it comes back to the bottom of the dragon. Boy. Cisco, cover your short. Be ready for an owl to develop. If it breaks below that blue line at 57.05, be short. Chevron, owl short, second leg down. This is where you should be covering. Look for an owl to develop out of that, crossing the dragon. If it breaks below 124.25, you can be short. Wait to see what the rest of the energy sector is, though. Dow. I'm going to let this develop a few minutes and then bracket it with a box. EWW, we got long and took an execution loss, sloppy execution. 2 scoops long on Brazil, cash to micro here, and I need to be long right about there with that box short and stop and reverse right about there. GE offered some nice moves. Gold, I got to get to Wheaton and lock that in. IBM was a big winner. Missed the continuation, so 1 box, 2, nice cash. There was an opportunity there, opportunity there, opportunity there, and opportunity there. I got to hang the range stat, see how much is left. Ready to get short in Intel, along with AMD. Those have been really lagging the semiconductors. The Russell, we got the owl long here with this box. It's held up nicely. Gonna raise my stop to the bottom of the dragon and manage from here. Second entry long on that's gonna be the not sooner than the emerging dragon at the green line. That looks promising. Real estate, long now, right there. With a execution risk here, let's stop and reverse. Why not? Target, second position up there. I think also if it crosses above the high of the day, you can get a second position and a third position. That's what I'm looking at right there. So if that yellow box represents 0.2 of a position sizing risk, you've got about 17 cents, call it 20 cents. Play the Z3P breakout. Take whichever trade happens first. Oh, I should come back and notice. We're still long one, so if it hits this red line, I'm scratched. Miss that. Stupid. But we'll play this one now. If that hits red line, I will be essentially short two to stop and reverse this, and I'll add a second position there. That was poor management. Preserve Lily. There was a nice owl in here. Let's get short targeting here. Imagine that was a red dot. Execution risk right there. Target here. Target here. McDonald's missed the beautifulest owl ever. Hybrid frog short, and that would have worked. Owl short and that would have worked. 3M. Mo, we're still long. Need to raise the stop up to here. Nice. Microsoft missed the morning hook. That's one I think you could bracket. The Z3 right now. I'll play the breakout either direction. Missed the Z3 pinch breakout in Pfizer. But now we have another Z3 pinch. Let's play that in either direction. Long Procter & Gamble right there. So that little box represents a 0.2 of a position sizing risk. Target, let's see it get above. If it gets above the hump of that dragon, that could be really good. And above the 200. And then above yesterday's close. That's what I like right there. And notice we're just coming winter into the spring. It crosses a zero line here for summer. That would make this work. So that looks good. Qs, finding support. I'm going to use this as a support level the whole day. As long as price is above there, I'm bullish on it. If it breaks below the yellow box, I'm short. Oh, Raytheon. Breaking my heart. Missed it. Play the breakout in either direction. Target to VWAP. Man, that's a no-brainer. Just get long right now. And just preserve the extra little piece of yellow. So we're just right there. If it breaks below the red line, stop and reverse. Easy. Schlumberger missed the owl. This is where we should have been on the breakout. So I'm going to stalk this one because this is new to my setups. I'd like to see it, if it comes back down to the yellow and holds support, then I'll buy it, and I will adjust the stop if it goes through that green line. But if it just goes through that green line before I can get another entry, I'll get that entry. If it falls below the belly of the dragon, I'll go short there, and that'll be my risk box. So just on that basis, I'm just going to buy it long here in the indecision. And I'll just play that. That's 0.2 of a risk. So I'm going to venture a 0.1 risk on that. Upside target here. And let's see, yesterday's, oh, sorry about that. Yesterday's close is right here. How do I get rid of that? I don't even know what that is. Sorry. SPY looking good. TNA looking good, so that's IWM. Travelers, I think you need to get short right now. At that price level. We'll go with the PSAR risk. There. Looking for PSAR excursion, belly of the dragon. I'll add a second position if it breaks the belly of the dragon. Tesla. United Health, let's come back to that one. Play the breakout in either direction. Oil missed. God dang it. This is where we should have been on this one. The guys in here managing energy better have gotten that one, or I'm going to cloud up and rain all over them. So over there, prepare your explanations or your excuses. Accountability meeting in 5 minutes. Staff, what are you going to do with them? Let's come back to the VIX for a second. This is getting to be a critical state right in here. If it rejects the fair value, then the long side is really good. So this is a critical state right here. I'm not bracketing that trade, but here's where, actually that's what my, sorry. These are those emergency stop loss. So those will be the protection for sudden volatility spikes. If it breaks through those two, I'll take those automatically and get the first two positions in the VIX in. So now I can go attend to business. This one is good. I want to just hit this flash card while we're here. This was the flash card on WPM. So we saw the sell-off, saw the RLXD. If you take the RLXD entry and you have a execution risk at the RL10, notice that when it makes the PSAR flip, which creates the owl, that is the same as where the PSAR is located. So like an RLXD, the belly of the 10 is a pretty good place, and that's an 11-cent execution risk. The owl develops, so if you use the owl to the PSAR, that is 16 cents. Pocket sort of confirms. The second RLXD we cash, and then started stalking this to the downside. When that holds, the next RLXD pocket is here, so we should have been in around here. If I had been in here, I'd probably take that second RLXD cross of the dragon. The first one you can survive. The second one is usually decisive. So it's WPM. But that's a really good flash. Now I want you to notice here, from the owl entry to the top of the collapsing dragon, that really defines how much is left of the pocket. The pocket is really from the, sorry, trying to find that box. The space between the belly of the dragon and the hump of the dragon is the range, and then the pocket is from the northern skin of this dragon from here all the way to the top of the green box. So at the yellow dot, you have an opportunity to get all of that pocket, and then you're going to find out if it breaks out. The owl gives up a little bit for that extra confirmation, waiting for the dragon rollover and a 30 to roll over. So you end up, the difference between the RLXD and the dragon is that little piece. So you still have a majority of the play to the hump of the dragon to play for, which is, notice, also right near that PSAR flip. So there is now an apparent relationship between that PSAR flip and interesting support and resistance levels. Okay, so that's the point we wanted to make there. Win, nothing much there. U.S. Steel, that was the owl short should have had. Basic Industries offered a nice owl. Energy has been weak the last 2 days, is stabilizing, but I think with the weakness we saw in oil, I think you got to be ready to play that one short. Finance has been strong today. Industrials sideways. Technology tried long. There's an exit in there that we ended up taking right here. Excuse me, when this broke right there, so that's our little gains. From this entry back here. I was just noticing that I was feeling good when the PSAR came through that execution risk and basically broke. PSAR gets past the entry. Right around here I felt really good. I knew I wasn't going to lose, and so I just moved my stop to no lose plus dinner for 2, and then basically failed to manage this any further. The proper exit on this one should have been up in here, but you know, that's why you play the no regrets exit. This is consumer staples. Feels pretty good. I got to go look at Walmart. XLV Healthcare should be preserving that owl. Consumer discretionary, need to be short that. Metals and mining lagging, and then the 2 energies. So that's a quick look. Took a little longer, but there were some goodies inside there. Back to work. Keep your risk measured and your powder dry.